ECWA emerged from the initial efforts of 3 young men. I'm sure we all know this. 2 Canadians and 1 American, Walter Gowans, Roland Bingham, and Thomas Kent. They were all in their early to mid-20s when they arrived in Lagos. And you remember that famous story that they arrived in Lagos and they met some older ministers, I believe Methodist ministers, who they asked about the Sudan, and they said to them, you want to go to the Sudan? And the Sudan, by the interior Sudan, by the way, it's the present northern Nigeria. You want to go to the Sudan? Well, you will not come back. Your children will not come back. Perhaps your grandchildren may survive. Well, the 3 young people arrived in Lagos December 4th, 1893. Now, Walter Gowans and Thomas Kent died in the process of reaching the hinterland. Another attempt was made in 1900, but failed as the one in 1893. However, the 3rd attempt, which was in 1901, succeeded with the first SIM station. Then SIM was then known as Sudan Interior Mission, and the first station happened to be in Patigi, but sadly, Patigi DCC is one of the most backward DCC today in ECWA. Well, that's a topic for another day. Now, during the succeeding years after 1901, many churches were established by the SIM, which metamorphosed into what was then called the Association of Evangelical Churches of West Africa. Now, this metamorphosis resulted from the constitution-making meetings of 1950 up to 1954. As such, at a meeting in Kogoro in 1954, the constitution was formally and officially accepted. And at Ede, on the 8th of May, ECWA was founded. Now, when it comes to church government, you cannot pin ECWA to any of the 3 major church governments, the Episcopal, the Congregational, the Presbyterian. But it looks like the Presbyterian model was taken while incorporating some aspects of congregational model. Now, the power of policy and decision-making was vested in a council, or as it was then called, assembly. So in the 50s, the followings were the 4 layers of structure, and still the 4 layers of structure in ECWA, except that the nomenclature has changed a little bit. So you have at the very top the General Church Assembly, which was then called the GCA, and then you have the District Church Council. That hasn't changed. Then below that you have the Local Church Council. Again, that has not changed. Then you have the Local Church Board, which also hasn't changed. At that time, the office of the Permanent Secretary was created, who was to reside within the headquarters, with Jos as the chosen location. In the 70s, however, the nomenclature of Permanent Secretary, the nomenclature of General Church Assembly was changed to General Church Council. And at that same time, the office of the Permanent Secretary changed to General Secretary. The President of ECWA was then approved to be on full-time basis and allowed to be resident in the headquarters. District chairmen and secretaries were also, the offices of district chairmen and secretaries were established at this time. So in 1956, ECWA was registered with the government of Nigeria, and in less than 4 years after its formation, the church became a registered voluntary agency in education also. At that time, you have to register separately for that. So by 1962, there were about 700 organized churches as local assemblies, 391 evangelists, and just 159 pastors. That is I mean, that was by 1960. So we also do have a university, and I'm glad that the Vice Chancellor, Professor Curix, is here. Also, we have, and this university is situated in Karu. We have 4 seminaries, several theological colleges and theological training schools, secondary schools and primary schools. We do have hospitals and clinics that are spread across Nigeria. So, given the spread of the gospel and given the spread of the ECWA Church, it was considered that the name Evangelical Church of West Africa, which we were hitherto known by, was no longer fitting because of our spread to other countries that do not belong to West Africa. So the name Evangelical Church Winning All was adopted so that the church can be all-inclusive, and then we can we can do missions across the world. So that's what necessitated the change of name. Now, ECWA has accepted the SIM model of missions. So mission was carried out through the various humanitarian services and ministries such as educational program and institutions, medical services and institutions, literature provision and printing services, planting of mission stations and churches, as well as other spiritual, moral, and social development of the people. Let's look briefly at some of the departments that we have. We have departments like the education department, which is a means of reaching the people with the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ, yet educating them both in secular and theological education. We do have the medical services as a department, bringing medical services to people, especially in the rural areas, but also in the urban area, so that through, as they come to get medical attention and services, they will also have the opportunity of hearing the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. And in many cases, we have found people who have made decisions for Christ as a result of visiting our clinics and hospitals. Then we do have Eco Pharmacy, which is a department of its own. They do produce drugs, and I can't remember the number, but I think they have up to 20 to 30 drugs that is being produced by that department, and they are able to feed our clinics and hospitals with those drugs. We also have ECWA Production Limited, which are the owners of today's challenge and the printing press. Well, there was a time that we don't want to take your work to ECWA Productions, but as I speak to you, I'm glad to say that EPL, ECWA Production Limited, has been rejuvenated, and they are competing favorably with other top publishing companies in Nigeria, and they are doing a lot for His glory. Then we have ECWA Rural Development for the agro-allied industry, which I've talked about already, and the director is here. Hopefully, if there is time, he will be given, even if it is 5 minutes, to say something. Then we have people-oriented development of ECWA and interventionist arm of ECWA in conflict management and teaching the rural people how to do agriculture and also to have decent hygienic living and to help alleviate the poverty of the people, especially the rural dwellers. We have 9 guest houses across in 9 states of Nigeria, and the goal is that we will have at least 1 guest house in all the states of Nigeria. And we do have the financial companies. These are new ones. We have Gowon's Microfinance Bank. So now ECWA has its own bank by the grace of God. We are starting from a microfinance bank, and the goal is that we will metamorphose into a national bank very soon when we meet the condition of the pay-up capital. ECWA Portfolio Management Limited, it's a company that has a life of its own and manages the pension, the staff investment of ECWA, And the last time I checked, they do already have a financial base of over 7 billion naira in their coffers, which they are investing and doing business with. And 2 years ago, they donated about 13 million naira to EMS. This is what we are talking about. Then we have Radio ECWA. Radio ECWA is the one that everyone knows. But it looks like Radio ECWA is dead, right? Yeah. No, it's not. Radio ECWA is very much alive. But because of the crisis in Liberia, which led to the destruction of the station there, Radio ECWA is re-strategizing. And the strategy now is to pay for airtime in various states at the FM radios, so that people can hear the gospel of the Lord Jesus. And we've had wonderful testimonies indeed. How many of you have heard of Sambisa Forest? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if you haven't, you need to visit Sambisa Forest. And for those of you who like adventure, for those of you who like tourism, Sambisa Forest is the home of Boko Haram. Now, we have received calls from Sambisa Forest of people who have listened to programs and messages on the radio played by Radio ECWA, who have given their lives to Christ. Amen. Amen. So for us, this is doing wonders. Places we cannot go physically, the message is going. The new baby is ECWA TV, which was launched, I believe it was launched last month. Yes, it was launched last month, early last month. And the testimonies we are receiving from those who are viewing ECWA TV is tremendous. So these are some of the things that we are doing. So going forward, like the Vice President said in his speech at the last GCC Council in April 2018, it was approved that we will vigorously focus on urban church planting. Now, why urban church planting at this time? Because we discover that when you plant viable churches in urban cities, it will be able to carry the financial burden of rural churches. Oversimplified, changing from our locality, which is West Africa, to the whole world implies that we must pursue excellence. Now, I do not have time in order to expand on all of these things, but just note that one of the implications of our new name is excellence. Another implication is networking and partnership. Now, there is no gain trying to go it all alone. There is no gain reinventing the wheel. There are people who are doing what you want to do now, and they are doing it well. Can we partner? And especially for countries like the US, where Nigerians are scattered all over. I thank God because our brother said that, and that statistic is astonishing, that we have, apart from the US, we have the highest number of well-trained pastors in this country. Is that what you said, sir? Yes. Wow. ECWA can proudly say the centrality of our ministry is the Bible. And because it is something good, we want to sell it. And God will not be happy with us that we keep it to ourselves. So we need the spread. One of the implications is that we must spread numerically and spiritually. The fourth implication is that we will need to plant a 4S church. 4S church or congregations will be congregations that are self-supporting, self-governing, self-propagating, and self-sustaining. We will need to plant churches that are multicultural and all-embracing. In this hall, I see one white man. Thank you for coming. Bless you. But you know what? We are not planting a Nigerian church.
Amen.
If it is a Nigerian church we are planting, then let's go back to Enugu. Let's go back to Warri. Let's go back to Sokoto. They need a Nigerian church there. And the ECWA church has not saturated those places yet. But we have come to America to reach the community. So I expect to see not just Nigerians, but it must be multicultural. And you know what? This is one of the implications of our name. Evangelical Church Winning All. And I say this with all sense of responsibility. Money has never been a hindrance to ECWA ministries. For we believe that God's work done in God's way will never lack God's funding.
Amen.
We believe that all power in heaven and on earth is given to him, and he has directed that we go in that power. Nothing is therefore impossible for him to do. Everyone who finds himself in this land has a pulpit, and God has sent you first and foremost as the light of the gospel before what you are doing. Take the gauntlet, therefore. Seek viable churches as mission centers and preach the undiluted word of life in season and out of season. For our God will bring the increase day by day. And we shall rejoice when we meet us at his feet, when he says to us, well done, faithful servant. Thank you for listening.